Want to hear something crazy? The clarity that you seek in life is blocked. It's got layers of fog in front of it. You can't see straight. I know I'm there too at times, and I've been there deep at certain times in my life. And the things that block that clear view are instant gratification things, unfortunately. It's these quick pleasure hits that we get that continually put a invisible barrier between reality and the way things are and the illusions that we think that they are. You know, when somebody says they're stone cold sober or they're sober as a goat, they're very wide-eyed and like awake. They're like very aware of their surroundings and stuff. They feel really vital. They feel close with reality, with life itself. I'm talking about the opposite of that, where we feel just dull and disconnected, asking ourselves, what's the point? What am I doing with my life? There's got to be more to this. The dullness, the numbness. We got to look at what we're ingesting. We got to look at the food, the media, our sleep habits, our thought patterns. What are they? Food. Do you know what we're being fed these days from fast food restaurants and processed factories? A lot of bullshit. And we all know it, but we continue to consume it because it's an addiction. The food is addicting. It's scientifically created to get us addicted to it. I'm not going to say anything good or bad about it. I'm just going to say it's something that is a barrier to the richness and fullness of actual reality of life. I sit at a coffee shop very regularly, and right next door is Crumble, the cookie factory. These big fat cookies with a lot of frosting on them and stuff. There's people walking in and out of there insane amount of time. I mean, just in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, picking up. I've seen crack houses like that. I'm just saying. You walk down the convenience store aisle, all these packages, colors and wrappers and sugar and fat, just layers of sugar and fat on our awareness, on our consciousness. Media. Just what are we consuming? Are we playing mindless songs on repeat? You know, that just provide no value to our life? Messages that we don't even really believe in, or maybe messages that are off that we try to believe in. I mean, on a daily basis, I'm working on my thought patterns. So I really don't have time for anybody else's thoughts in my head. So anybody else's songs, or every once in a while I'll play something. I've been listening to Spanish music lately because I don't know what they're saying, but they're saying beautiful things as far as like messages of love and generosity and joy and peace, and you know, in that vein. So anyways, I don't know what they're saying, but I like the melody and the rhythm. So, but like pop culture stuff and rap and country, and anyways, it's just all your own preference, you know, and it depends on your goals and what you want to do in life. And I want to be whole and complete, and I want to be in reality, and I want to see through illusion. And the best times of my life have been closest to a higher power, the guiding force, the universe, God, Jesus, whatever you want to call it, spirit, nature, law, Christ, consciousness. So that's where I want to reside. And consuming other things as far as media, news, politics, pornography. If you're looking to be your highest self and the cultivating the best human that you can create, like, I don't think those are the ingredients. But you might disagree with me, and that's okay. I've been through all of those phases, and I've consumed them to the highest degree. And I have exhausted that consumption license, and I'm done with that. When we can see clearly, then we can speak truth. All truths are half-truth. If they're spoken, then they're half-truths. Because we label and we classify, and the things that we're trying to describe deep down are indescribable, and there's no words for them, only silence. And only experiential. It's the only way to discover these things are through experiences. You can conceptualize them in your mind, but actually embodying them is an experience that you have to find on your own through meditation, through mantra, through breath work, through awakening, through spontaneous awakening sometimes. But most of us, it's gradual. A lot of it's just retraining the mind and learning to still the mind. There are stages in that, as far as, like, at the beginning, your mind might be very scattered, 10,000 things, focused on everything, hypervigilant. Maybe you have some trauma in your nervous system and you're running and you're escaping. And then once you start to practice, you use concentration to get that 10,000 things down to one thing, maybe just a candle. Or you always have your breath that you can drop into. And then the next stage beyond that, when you have worked on your concentration, would be to let go of the focus and just observe everything with all your senses. You could also withdraw your senses on command and turn inward. They talk about listening with your whole body, every cell of your body listening to the silence. These joys and satisfactions are hanging out in plain sight. Unfortunately, instant gratification and our constant distraction with media and whatnot make us think and label sitting and doing nothing boring, when it's completely the opposite. It's so satisfying. It's so delicious. I'm not saying that it always is. I have a mind too. But it's in a process of becoming. The great masters of the world that have sat in meditation for very long periods of time, their experience has been communicated. Pure bliss. Just pure bliss with their eyes closed and sitting and doing nothing. just dissolved into the void, into the drift.